All good things must eventually end, but the days are lost when memories are created. The moments we share are the moments we keep forever. A very warm good morning to all of you. I, Preeti Rane, on behalf of High Court Bar Association, welcome you all to this felicitation function of Honorable Shri Justice R.K. Deshpande, Senior Administrative Judge, Bombay High Court Nagpur Bench, on the eve of his retirement from the office. On this occasion, we are fortunate to have with us Senior Advocate Sri C.S. Kaptan to felicitate my Lord. I request our President, Advocate Gauri Venkataraman, to welcome Honorable Shri Justice R.K. Deshpande with a bouquet. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Secretary of High Court Bar Association, Advocate Praful Kubarkar, to welcome Senior Advocate Sri Kaptan. Thank you, sir. I now request Gauri ma'am to welcome the guest and address the gathering on this occasion.
Honorable Shri Justice R.K. Deshpande sir, Administrative Judge, Bombay High Court Bench. Honorable Shri C.S. Kaptan sir, Senior Advocate. All respected senior advocates present here today. Government Leader Shri Sumantadev Bajali sir, ASGI, Aurangabad sir, President and Secretary of District Bar Association, members of Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, and learned members of this bar. Delivering is one of the most difficult tasks, for it gives a feeling of unavoidable parting. Today, we all are here to bid a goodbye to Honorable Justice R.K. Deshpande on the occasion of his ensuing retirement on 5th of November 2020, when he demits office as Judge of the Bombay High Court. We all know his lordship from the days at the bar, and he does not need any introduction. He is the son of an illustrious father, Senior Advocate Shri K.H. Deshpande sir, who himself is a doyen of this bar. Thus, fortified with a distinguished legacy, my lord joined the bar in the year 1983 and joined the office of his father as a budding junior. With his hard work and eminence, he soon became a distinguished lawyer. My lord had a rich experience on all branches of law as a lawyer and was a counsel for many significant litigants such as MSCB, MSCBCL, BSNL, FDCM, and many other corporates. After he adorned the bench in the year 2009, he honed his decision-making skills with the use of his deep knowledge of law and rich experience. After a successful journey as a jurist, he was assigned the task of managing the administrative side of the Nagpur bench along with his judicial assignments. During his stint as the administrative judge of the Nagpur bench, my lord has been instrumental in taking up various new initiatives and ventures. During his tenure as such, the beauty of the poem in stone, that is this magnificent building, was further enhanced due to my lord's vision and hard work. The entrance of this magnificent building takes a stranger through the entire history of High Court since its inception. He has been extremely cooperative in all ways possible to the needs of this bar and has always provided unconditional support whenever it was needed, be it hosting of important functions, conduct of sports, or the problems of the bar. My lord was always polite at the bench to all lawyers, and irrespective of the outcome, a fair chance and patient hearing was always assured in his court. For the juniors, he was receptive and accommodating. He has many landmark judgments in various PILs and full benches to his credit. In a recent judgment of the full bench, of which my lord was a member, it was held that the benefit under section 436A of the Criminal Procedure Code was available only to the under trial prisoners and not for the convicts. In another laudable judgment, new opportunities were opened up for the Gowari tribe when the division bench headed by my lord held that the Gowari community in Maharashtra was categorized as a tribe more than 100 years back and it should get the benefits under the scheduled tribe category. We do not want a situation where the patients are required to travel from one hospital to another to secure beds in ICU or the ventilator beds. And the preservation of human life is of paramount importance. Once life is lost, it cannot be restored. These are the words of my Lord. This is the humane side of my Lord, who has left no stone unturned to ensure that the distressed citizens are given timely medical assistance in the pandemic. He took upon himself the task of relieving the immeasurable agony of the patients of COVID-19 during the pandemic due to lack of adequate beds, ventilators, and other infrastructure. The significant and noteworthy facet of these directions is that my Lord took so much cognizance of the human perils during this devastating times. The pandemic the physical attendance of our learned members who would have, but for the pandemic, gathered here to bid goodbye to my Lord in large numbers. But Lordship will be happy to know that all the members of the bar are present through virtual platform and the function is being viewed live. My Lord will be demitting his office on 5th November 20 after a successful journey of 11 long years at the bench. His services to the cause of justice will always be remembered. Today, we have with us Senior Advocate Shri Kaptan Sir, who has kindly consented to felicitate my Lord on this occasion. We at the High Court Bar Association Nagpur wish my Lord a very good health and great future ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We all know my lord. Still, for new members of the bar, I would be formally introducing my lord. Honorable Sri Justice Ravi Krishna Rao Deshpande was born on 6th of November 1958. After completing his schooling from Hon'ble High School, my lord completed his LLB from Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar College of Law, Nagpur. My lord is enrolled on the Bar Council of Maharashtra on 18th of August 1983. My lord practiced law at Nagpur for 25 years in the chamber of his father, Senior Advocate Sri T.H. Deshpande. My lord was standing counsel for various important institutions. Some of those are Maharashtra State Electricity Board, various corporate bodies, statutory and local authorities, etc. My lord was appointed as Additional Central Government Counsel and a Nodal Counsel for Union Public Service Commission, New Delhi, to conduct matters before High Court and Central Administrative Tribunal. My lord conducted various election trials in High Court and also appeared in various election appeals in Supreme Court of India. My lord came to be elevated as a judge of Bombay High Court and took oath of this esteemed institution on 26th of March 2009. A good health and a good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. With these befitting words for my lord, I would request Senior Advocate Sri C.S. Kaptan to honor and felicitate my lord with shawl and shriffle. I would request our Vice President, Advocate Sri P.B. Patil, to offer a bouquet to my Lord. Thank you, sir. I request Advocate Gauri Venkataman to present a memento to Justice Deshpande as a token of our love and affection. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. With this, I request Honorable Sri Justice Deshpande to speak on this occasion and to share his experience.
स्टेजवर बसणं आणि स्टेजवर उभं राहणं याच्यात काय फरक आहे हा मला जाणवतो. खुर्चीमध्ये जी ताकद असते ती इथे नाही. त्यामुळे मी माझं भाषण लिहून आणलेलं आहे आणि ते मी वाचणार आहे. Senior Advocate CCS Kaptan, the President of the High Court Bar Association, Srimati Gauri Venkataman, the Vice President, Shri Purushottam Patil, the Secretary, Shri Prafulla Kubarkar, all the respected senior advocates present here, and virtually also, the President, Secretary of the District Bar Association, the members of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa, the government leader, the ASGI, and all the ladies and gentlemen. 26 and a half years as a lawyer and a member of this bar. I was elevated as a judge of this court on 26th of March 2009. Now I am debuting the office after a tenure of 11 years, 7 months and 10 days. I did not enter the profession with an intention to acquire huge wealth or even to become a judge of this court. The only aim was to earn the income honestly and sufficiently to maintain the family and discharge the social obligations. The reputation of my father, senior advocate, Shri K. Deshpande, to whom I joined the practice, had raised expectations from my performance in the court. My father advised me to engage in the profession with full devotion, dedication, hard work, honesty, and keep in mind the plight of an ordinary litigant. He believed that the income and reputation would consequentially be inevitable. I have grown up under the guidance of my parents. My wife and parents are everything in my life. I scrupulously followed their advice, preaches, and acquired all the things which I deserve. Initially, an inquiry about my age was made. Immediately after I argued the full bench matter before the then Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court, Sri C.K. Thakkar, India 2000. Senior Advocate Mr. Hon'ble is present here, who was opposing me in that matter. And it was pleasure to argue against him. I was then 44 years of age and therefore asked to wait. Thereafter also I was under consideration in 2009. I could not be elevated at earlier point of time. This is not to express any disappointment or displeasure, but it is a matter of destiny. Within a week or so after my elevation, I was posted at Aurangabad and I feel myself to be fortunate to have a warm welcome at the hands of the Honorable Chief Justice S.B. Sinha, the then sitting judge of the Supreme Court of India, who offered me a bouquet in presence of the Honorable Chief Justice Arun Mishra, the then puisne judge of the Madhya Pradesh High Court, and Honorable Chief Justice Bhushan Gawai, now a sitting judge of the Supreme Court of India. All the dignitaries had assembled there for a dinner after concluding the function and were anxiously waiting for my arrival from Mumbai. I was hardly interested in any activities other than the judicial functions. I was made a guardian judge and was supposed to conduct the workshops to inaugurate the court buildings or mediation centers, to deliver speeches, to examine the confidential reports along with the judgment delivered by the judicial officers, etc. For this purpose, also I became the judge of the High Court, but then I became used to it. I was made a member of the mediation subcommittee now. After a certain period, I resigned and genuinely thought that I am relieved from the mediation activities. But due to my position, I was required to occupy the higher position of the chairman of the mediation subcommittee. To be very frank, if I was knowing that I am required to perform certain non-judicial functions also, probably I would have given second thought for accepting an elevation. I was not at all interested in the administration. I never dreamt to become an administrative judge. In the ordinary course of events also, I was not supposed to become an administrative judge here at Nagpur. However, in November 2018, I became an administrative judge at the Nagpur bench and continued to occupy the said position for a period of 2 years. Not only that, but virtually, I was made a master of roster in relation to the Nagpur bench and was authorized by the then Honorable Chief to constitute even the larger benches to decide the references. On the administrative side also, almost all the proposals forwarded were approved, including the proposal sent for the elevation of the judges of the High Court from the members of this bar. I had an opportunity to administer the oath to my 6 brother judges. My Lord Honorable the Chief Sri Deshpande took oath on 28/4/2020 and continued almost all the practices prevailing earlier. I was fortunate to get an opportunity to share the bench with the Chief and to understand the depth with which the matters are to be dealt with. During the first visit of the Chief here at Nagpur, an inauguration of the new courtrooms was planned at the hands of the Chief. When all of us went there to inaugurate the courtroom, the Chief graciously offered that the inauguration of the first court should be done by me. I was greatly honored, and it was a moment of pride for me. It is for the first time that the Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court is personally present here at Nagpur to bid farewell to the administrative judge. I am really overwhelmed by this gesture on the part of the Chief. What I am trying to convey is that no one can stop what is destined. If I was destined to act as a de facto chief of the Nagpur bench, no one, even myself, could avoid that in spite of the best efforts, and I was required to adapt myself. I must say that hardly any person earlier placed in my position could enjoy the privileges and moments of pride which I enjoyed as an administrative judge. I was reminded of the glory of the Nagpur High Court prevailing prior to autonomous status as an independent High Court. I took birth in the High Court Bar Association Nagpur in the year 1980, in August 1983, upon my enrollment as a member of this bar. I enjoyed each and every moment in the profession as well as my association with every member of the bar. I had a group of about 35 to 40 close friends in the bar, with whom I used to spend joyous moments. Almost all the friends used to appear before me to conduct the matters. I did not take up the matters of some of them. It is a matter of pride for me to say that during my entire tenure as judge, I have not come across a single instance where any of my friends has taken unfair advantage of my position. All of them were very sensitive to my reputation, and I am really proud of them. I express my gratitude to all of them. I have no hesitation to concede that the credit of grooming me as a judge of this court goes completely to the members of this bar. I have learned lot many things from the seniors as well as junior members of the bar. On the points of law in the matters, I was always anxious to have the opinion of the senior advocates appearing in the matter in whom I had a complete faith. I never experienced any misleading statement. This is the tradition of this bar, which I have found is percolating in the junior members also. I cannot forget to mention that the offices of the government leader and assistant solicitor general of India are performing very well. I always got a very prompt and efficient reply from their offices. There was no ill intention to spoil the genuine cases of the opponents. They were always ready on facts whenever called to assist on the position of law also. It is because of their full cooperation I could promptly dispose of many cases, even by working on holidays, and I am really grateful to all of them. I know that many a times I have been tough in treating the lawyers, but it was not the intention to hurt anyone. Many a times I was required to see the interest and welfare of the clients to whom the lawyers represented. I feel protective towards the image of this bar in the minds of the people at large. If I have committed any mistake or agitated upon anyone, please forgive me. The wealth in the form of love and affection of the members of this bar is the only property. Sorry. The wealth in the form of love and affection of the members of the bar is the only property which I would be carrying with me to cherish forever. Now the time has come to judge the performance during my tenure as a judge of this court and as an administrator. This is the most important event in my life. Thank you all for inviting me here and praising me.
Thank you, my lord, for addressing the gathering and sharing your experience in the bar as also on the bench. In the court of my lord, the atmosphere was always cordial and free, and my lord always accommodated lawyers. Such an atmosphere is very much required when a junior member appear in the court for building his or her confidence and also for encouraging the junior. Before I draw curtain on today's function, I, on behalf of all the members of bar, would like to extend our good wishes to my lord for his bright future and good health with these words. Time goes by so very fast. It's so hard to believe it's time for your retirement, time for feeling free. You have worked so very hard to make this dream come true, and no one deserved it any more than you. You have had some rough times, you made it through them all, you made the best of what life brings, and today you are standing tall. I wish you days of happiness, not filled with any strife, and hope that your retirement years are the best of your life. Lots of best wishes to you, sir, for your future. We all will miss you. I request our Secretary Sri Praful Kubarkar to propose vote of thanks.
Honorable Shri Justice Ravi Deshpande sir, respected Senior Advocate Shri Kaptan sir, respected President of the Bar Gauri Venkatraman Madam, respected Vice President Patil sir, respected all the senior lawyers present here, the respected members of the Bar Council, the government leaders sir, members of Deshpande family. It's my pleasure to have this opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. It's an occasion of retirement of Honorable Sri Justice Ravi Deshpande sir, whom we have seen since so many years deciding very skillfully very complex matters. We all juniors have appeared before him and we have, I must say, we have enjoyed working before him. This compassionate and composed personality and a very calm personality who has helped many juniors to grow in this bar is retiring. As an administrative judge, he has always been very cooperative to the High Court Bar Association. Whenever we approached him with any event with respect to any queries with respect to event, he had the solutions with him. We felt very comfortable in working with Honorable Justice Deshpande sir. On his retirement, I congratulate him on successful tenure and I wish him all the best in future. I convey gratitude to Honorable Deshpande sir for accepting our invitation, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, sir. For doing the honors, we are fortunate to have amongst us Senior Advocate C.S. Kaptan. When we all discussed, we all were unanimous that Senior Advocate Kaptan sir would be the best person on this occasion. He graciously accepted our invitation, our request. I convey gratitude to Senior Advocate Kaptan sir for accepting our invitation and for sparing his valuable time to do the honors. In view of the restrictions of COVID-19, we were required to hold this function in presence of limited members. Therefore, we could invite only the senior lawyers who have graciously accepted our request. I convey heartfelt thanks to all the senior advocates who have graced this occasion by their presence. I thank the government leader, Advocate Pujari sir, the ASGI, Advocate Aurangabadkar sir, the bar councillors, Advocate Parijat Pandey sir, Advocate Qureshi sir, the President and Secretary of District Bar Association, Kamal Sathuja sir, and Nitin Deshmukh sir. And my special thanks to Mrs. Deshpande Madam, Ila and Akshay Sudhakar Advocate for gracing this occasion. Member Ashwin Deshpande, I recognize his presence. My heartfelt thanks to all the senior and junior members of the bar who are watching this event via YouTube link live. Thank you for your presence, even by virtual mode. Lastly, I thank the Registrar Anju Shende Madam and their staff for making this hall available today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. I request you all to kindly join for high tea in the adjoining hall. Thank you one and thank you all.